Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having an absolute magical day. We're playing Magic the Gathering Arena once again, and we have a brand new Mythic rank deck in Standard Best of 1, playing against the best players in the world, and of course, the top meta decks. We're going to break down the deck list, showcase the strategies, the synergies within the intro, as well as the Mythic gameplay footage here, wrapping up with our final thoughts and deck review. So make sure to support the channel. The thumbs up, they really do help a lot. They help keep the cool sunglasses on, and the comments and subscriptions go that much further. So buckle up, get ready, and let's take a look at the deck. Right, I've started my career into becoming a boy band, single on its way, right? Bob Moblaw is the name of the deck, right? Bob Moblaw's Law Blog. Standard, 60 card, best of 1, 2.9 average, 21 creatures, 15 non-creatures. We do have 24 land here as Wizel, which is decent. You know, it's a good blend. We have some modal land within the Stampede McKinney, +2/+2 on all of our creatures, which is fantastic because what we are doing with the deck is we're going very wide with tokens. We are utilizing some enchantment, which is good, and it's good. And grabbing Double Strike, grabbing Trample, you know, even Vigilance along that journey. So if we can +2/+2 on Trample, Double Strike on our whole field, that's going to be fairly obnoxious. And ideally, we're even free casting it because we've got Hideaway in the build, right? So, you know, first and foremost, you want to be ramping into Rabble Rousing for 5 mana as an enchantment, Hideaway 5, whenever it enters play. What this means is you'll look at the top 5 cards of your library. You can put one of them into exile underneath Rabble Rousing, and then when you in this case, have, I believe, 10 or more creatures in play, then you get to play the exiled card without paying its mana value, right? So we're going wide. Of course, if you're unfamiliar with the first part of this, whenever you attack with one or more creatures, create that many 1/1 green and white citizen creature tokens. So, you know, you have 5 attackers, you make 5 tokens. This flips to 10. You free cast what I hope is to be the McKinney Stampede. All your creatures get +2/+2. Let's freaking go, Randy. And of course, you know, your other option here is Jetmir, Nexus of Revels for 4. Whether you have this in play first or after, well, you really do want to have it in play first, and then the +2/+2, because this is going to give you the Trample, and it's going to give you the Double Strike, and it's going to give you the Vigilance. 2 or more creatures. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and Vigilance, as long as you have 3 or more creatures. Sorry, not 2 or more. 2 plus Jetmir, I suppose. 6 or more creatures. The additional +1/+0 and Trample, so it's +2/+0 at this point, plus Vigilance and Trample. And then finally, 9 or more creatures, a third +1/+0 and Double Strike. So at the end of the day, if you do have 9 creatures in play, 8 plus Jetmir, +3/+0, Double Strike, Trample, Vigilance. Not that hard to accomplish when we have the Rabble Rousing. So this is really cool because Jetmir goes into full blast off mode at 9 creatures in play. Rabble Rousing flips at 10. So you can cast Jetmir for free with Rabble Rousing to activate that Trample, that Double Strike, which is really good. If you already have it in play, you know, just go above and beyond with that Stampede. That's your main objective, right? Easy peasy lemon squeezy, but it gets better than that. It's not a one-trick pony by any means, because we also have things like Glorious Sunrise for 5, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, choose 1 as an enchantment. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain Trample until the end of turn. Now, this is the main mode we will be choosing. Again, going wide with creatures, now buffing them up and giving them Trample. That's exactly what we want to see. We can ramp, giving a target land the ability to tap for 3 for us, which would be an additional 2 until end of turn. We can draw a card if we control a creature with power 3 or greater, which isn't bad. You know, that's probably our second choice if we have it, or just gaining 3 life if that's all we can do, right? And again, this is very nice just to help our whole field gain Trample. Of course, we can ramp into these 5 drops, right? They're not being played on turn 5. Don't even worry about it. Not only do we have the Jukai Naturalist for 2 as a 2/2 with lifelink that can reduce enchantment spells by 1. We also have Katilda Dawnheart Prime as a 1/1 protection from werewolves, giving our other humans, as well as her, I suppose, the ability to tap for a mana of the colors that it could produce. As it is, right? So obviously this is a green and white. It could produce a green or a white mana. The white could produce white, the green could produce green, right? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But this will, you know, turn everything except for the Innkeeper into a mana source, right? And then, you know, playing the Jetmir, playing the Sunrise, the Rabble Rousing, it's no big deal. It's really, really easy. And then What this also does is it allows us to sink our mana into Katilda, you know, obviously paying 6, tapping her, putting a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. That's not bad, you know, end step style shenanigans. We also have the Intrepid Adversary, in which we can dump all of our mana in that Katilda produces. For 2 mana as a 3/1 with lifelink, when it enters, you can pay 2 any number of times. When you do, put that many counters on the Intrepid Adversary, and our other creatures will get +1/+1 for each counter on the adversary put on this way. They are different. They're Valor counters, which is fairly interesting, but very, very nice. Sinking all of our mana into that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We've got some utility like Join the Dance, right? Creating 2 humans, which is nice, as we're going to use those for mana with Katilda. It can also be replayed through the flashback for 5, which is not bad, just retaining some value for later on in the game. Wedding Announcement, you're familiar with this, for 3. It's nice because it's reduced by the Naturalist, and we can use that Katilda mana, right? Once we start casting these enchantments, we just pop off through the value that they provide. At the beginning of your end step, it will put a Wedding Invitation counter on it. If you've attacked with 2 or more creatures on it, you'll draw a card. Otherwise, create a 1/1, which is decent, right? We like to go wide with those creatures. And then once 3 counters are on it, you can transform it into the Festivities with a flippy-do. Creatures you control get +1/+1 at that point, which again is very, very nice because the Trample, the Devil Strike, stuff like this. We talked about Jetmir, we talked about Sunrise, we talked about the Rousing, and we talked about the Stampede. So the only thing left is the Prosperous Innkeeper. This is great because A, it ramps us with the treasure, but most importantly, it's a life gain trigger on the Rabble Rousing. So we're going to be attacking, you know, like I said, with 5 creatures, making 5 more. That's 5 entries on the Innkeeper for some life. It's also entries on the Lunarch Veteran for some life gain, right? So whenever a creature enters the battlefield under our control, gain 1 life with both of them. And, you know, this compounds because, you know, now after that we have 10 attacking creatures the turn after, right? And Rabble Rousing stacks as it's a non-legendary. It definitely gets out of hand. You may have seen the video where we had 33 million damage go through via the Rabble Rousing, which is pretty insano in the braino. If you're interested in that, just give it a search on the channel. But today, you know, with our own twist on it, I do think that this is pretty fruity tooty, and again, just having a fantastic time with it. The lands are just built around consistency, a ton of non-basics, the dual lands, the pathways. We have Who Endures because it's fantastic. Seat of the Empire is very groovy as well. And then the dungeon and the lair here as our creature-based lands to get the job done. If we do suffer some field wipes, right? Because if we can retain the Rabble Rousing, it's always going to get it started again. And, you know, the Sunrise can help us draw off those lands as well, right? Throw the land into a creature and then draw off the Sunrise to help you restart the deck if something bad were to happen. That is the build, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe. This helps keeps the shades on, right? Keeps the lights on within the studio here and keeps the content coming on a day-to-day basis at the highest level. So again, likes, comments, subscribe. You know, there's super thanks button as well, which is fantastic, and you can become a member also. Regardless of this, just enjoy the video, right? Have fun, watch some high-ranked gameplay footage, and you know, we'll wrap up after that. Okay, we're gonna go first here. I don't really like the hand though, if I'm being totally honest. I guess it's enough. Enough to get us started. McKindy Messias is a land coming in tapped. Backside +2/+2 on all of our creatures as a free cast through Hideaway. You know, that's not happening from our hand though, so it's a land. This is interesting. So we get the reduction. Do have at least a slow land. Okay, so this is where it's weird. I think we want to double drop though, right? We only have 1 white source though. This is a white and green source. Yeah. Then the announcement is out. Beautiful. Right, so now we have 3 creatures. We're able to drop our Rousing. Hideaway triggers. We grab an announcement. It's good value. Let's swing for 2. Hopefully there's not interaction on our Naturalist. I mean, it's not the end of the world. We get to draw. Okay. So they take, obviously, Katilda. Or is it the Naturalist? We highlight the Naturalist to juke them, right? All you have, it's just the seed you plant, baby. Ooh. No, of course we want Katilda in play. These are humans, yo. Just slam it. I still like to play out. They've got creatures, so it's probably not likely there's a field wipe. Okay, double strike, trample, vigilance. Let's go. Hello, good game. Ooh, woo, woo. Right? Jetmir, the friggin' tank.com. I like it. And we even maintained the Stampede in our hand for +2/+2 on all these trample double strike creatures. Which we would like to be on a Rabble Rousing, but can't win it all. Alright, going first, but we have just such a slow hand. Yikes. I am nervous. Primarily playing green and white. Red is just, you know, one of. Let's just get that out and about. Right? Okay, so they are also playing slow, which I don't mind. We get a 2-drop, which is great considering we weren't playing till 4. Now we can play next turn. Do we want double green or double white? We probably want double white, but we have that here. They think we're a runes deck. Oh, I mean, that's not us either. Maybe it's not a good thing that they think we're a runes deck. Underdog in play, no counter magic available, but we don't have much of a 4-drop. We don't have double white. Double green for sunrise. Would almost guarantee more removal. So the question is, what do we stand to lose? Because there's a full hand here, right? Next turn we'll have an additional land. So it would be 5. We could play this. Right? Go down to 3, but we reduce by 1. We could play a 4-drop, which we don't have. Maybe we draw another, like a Lunarch Veteran or something we can weave into the play. There's plenty of low mana creatures. Ray of Reflement? Ineffablement? Enfeeblement. What the hell? I've never seen this card. -4 on white creatures. Hashtag woof woof. Don't have a 4-drop. We could channel this, I guess, right? This Esper deck is very good. You take the doggy. Woof woof. They have 5 mana though. I don't appreciate that. Whoa! Just for the draw. Pay 2 life, draw a card, 4 mana. So we could play the Naturalist. And then something. Which is the Rousing. Right away is the Adversary. Hit for 2. Creature over. At this point, you know, these little bacon bits for the meat hook, right? Ooh, ooh. Okay. That's on their main phase, at least. So, tapped mana. Another underdog draw. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, I don't care, bro. What, or they must just be looking for the meat hook, you know? Eight damage down to 6. I wish we had a creature land. I'm gonna hold the land in hand to bluff. They could field wipe. Man, I wish we had a creature land out. Lair of the Hydra or Cave of the Frost Dragon would go a long way right now. It's to the point I don't think they want to pay for this tenacious underdog anymore. If they get the meat hook, we're in deep doo-doo. Okay, Scheming Seer. 4 mana up. Luminarch Aspirant. 2 mana up. Null Priest of Oblivion. Tapped out. Counter goes on Null Priest for life gain. That Stampede, how much I would love to have you in my hand right now. 5 mana, McKindy Stampede +2/+2 on our 3 creatures. Ooh, ooh. That's why the sequencing is so important within these decks. We do get the creature out of play at least. Just imagine if they had +2/+2. What a different world this would be. Uh-oh. Also not great. So, looking like we're in trouble.
I will cull the weak.
You leave me alone. I have something in hand to cast. 3 mana. Oh, 3rd land in a row. Hot dog. 3 that I've been counting. Probably more. Hey. This is still a game somehow. Let's gain 3 life, baby. Let's go. At this point, we need an intrepid adversary. Desperately. Join the dance wouldn't be the worst, because we could cast and cast, right? It'd be 4 1/1s. They get buffed to 2/2s with trample. Both of those, now an Intrepid and Join the Dance in succession would be good. But again, looking pretty grim here. Very good deck, though. This is one of our favorite decks for the meta. Very well positioned, this Esper deck. Oh, gosh darn tootin'. That's another land. Okay, shake it off, HGG. Shake it off. Grab your 3 life. This is still a match somehow. No attacks. This is, like, not good. Basically giving them 4 free turns at this point. Doesn't always work out, right? This is the game of coins. Flip, flip, Flipadelphia. Flip, flip, Flipadelphia. Of course we poisoned you. Oh, man. Hit for 4. Down to 24. They're going to make quick work of us, right? It is not in our favor. Ooh, down to 4. Risky biscuits. Is it meat hook time? Certainly hope it's not single target removal time, I'll tell you what. Now, we might have lethal here ourselves. Not if there's removal. If there's removal and they save that removal until the attack, then that sucks. What we may have wanted to do is take the draw there. Yeah, okay. I mean, quasi removal. Alright. Another Luminarch. I mean, at least we got rid of the Null Priest lifegain earlier. And there is hope here. I don't know if they attack now, knowing what we have. Of course they do. They're like, these are good enough defenders. There's 4/6 defense here. And I've just drawn, right, through the connive. Most likely interaction. Oh. Things aren't that bad. They know they're not going to lose. Okay, that's great. Takes away the trample. Is that the second Vanishing Verse that's burned us? The first one took Rabble Rousing. And those are our 2 cards. Hashtag ouchies. We don't have trample, but we have like a decent life gain grab here. I don't know. They should double block, you'd think. Ooh, willing to lose a Luminarch. Get the kill.
Do what I demand.
So, scrapping the Luminarch there, I expect more spiders. We just need trample. Only the Raffine can attack. I mean, it has lethal in 2. Well, no, 3, I guess. Especially like that. I mean, it's a flying blocker for Raffine. We've definitely fizzled. Glorious Sunrise and then drawing is a good option for us. Wedding Announcement, double attack for the draw, mediocre. Jetmir, not bad. That would be our 4th creature. But again, you know, they've got a good defensive posture set up. Nervous! -3, wow. They are not. Should I save stuff in hand in case they do hook? I will swing with the veteran. The block with the 7/10. They could think that there is a some shenanigans here. I don't know. I just want the flyer for myself. Thank you. So now I can block that seer. And if they attack, that's not great. I mean, they do have the reach as well, but I mean, potentially we could mitigate those. I do think we have the advantage with flying, though. Yikes. So they've got enough of defensive posture here. I don't think much is going to work. Okay. Here, trample, 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 trample. Here, trample, 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 trample. If we can trample off the top with the Empire in hand, I think we can get it because they'll have to, you know, declare blockers, and then we can surprise with the 4 damage, getting that 4 damage through via trample. Yeah, see? We gotta go big, right? We've got a glorious sunrise on top. I don't think Jetmir gives trample until 6, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Jetmir would be 5, not enough. Would be close though. No blocks. Uh-oh. Oh! Down to 14. I felt that. I friggin' felt that one. Oh, I felt that more though. Oh, I felt that more though. Oh, they have instant speed Ramavral. That sucks. A lot. Oh! Oh, www.dirtydog.com, which is your risky link of the day. Are you willing to check out that link? Ooh. I'm not a fan. I'm not a falan, bro. Stop trying to eat me. Dirty dog. Ooh. Dirty dog. Dirty dog. Oh, double blocking. That's dirty dog for sure. It's dead no matter what. So we can hammer. But the bad thing is here, they've gained life through the Emperor.
Slay our enemies.
One more removal. Can dump in for a good amount. www.topdeck.exe.com/donate to receive your free copy free copy of topdeck.exe. Now, this program will engineer your deck in such a way to dominate your opponents within Magic the Gathering Arena. Available now for many years, but recently updated to the streets of New Capenna. Get topdeck.exe today. Alright, that's a big hit. We're down to 6 damage, and I think that is game. Oh my god, www.landfall.com, bringing you all of the land that I've ever seen in my entire life. That was a tough one. That was a tough one. What? You gotta scrap it out sometimes. I don't think we did bad. We almost got them. We were very, very close. You know, I mean, that's www.coinflip.com. Let's just stop it, bro. A good match. That was just a fun match of Magic. We're holding our own against the top meta deck, which is fantastic. So good to see. Opponent goes first. Our hand isn't like fantastic, but it's there. Oh, at least it's something, Mac. Lunarch is a go. Naturalist is a go. Naturalist is a go again because they remove it. I like join the dance for the double life gain, but that's all it is at this point. If we can get a land, then it, you know, one step closer to Jetmir, sure, let's flood the... flood the field. Of course we get that land, we always do. Double green, double white, double green's more important off the beginning of the whole race here. Here's another naturalist. Oh man, field wipes are good. That's never easy to come back from a 2-for-1 right out of the gate like that, so definitely playing from a disadvantage here. We have to keep that treasure. For 2. Acting as our red source for Jetmir. Yeah, it means could be worse, right? Life gain, vigilance, some damage. Another Doomscar though, and we're left with only 3 lands. The Chronic Intervention definitely gets that job done. Same thing. Okay. So it's definitely the double drop here. And then these are humans. Well, never mind. You dirty dog. That was a good counter, right? So we were going to use those as mana, but little did they know. Well, I guess, yeah, they didn't know we had Katilda and we're going to use them as mana, but now they do, and now they know we've bricked as well. So it's like playing from an extreme disadvantage here. Oh no. Where's this frickin' land? I'm worried about Test of Talent, so it's just a wedding announcement. I'm also worried about damage-based removal. So I do think that the announcement's a good idea, right? Because even if they do remove that 1/1, we're left with the enchantment that can create another 1/1, and that is a holy land. Katilda out. Phantom in play. Okay. Well, this actually could be worse. We need another white source. Hashtag never mind. Bro, what's up with all these field wipes? That's the 3rd wipe this game. Doomscar, intervention, intervention. Intervention! Intervention! What are you throwing an intervention on me for? Alright, well, here's a veteran. Take the life gain. Then we'll make a token, flip it to 2. or flip it to the festivities, which is +1/+1. Most of our deck is 1/1, so flipping those up to 2 is, again, what I'm trying to articulate here. Interesting indeed. Yeah. Yeah, doggy doos. Oh yeah, doggy doos. Woof woof, baby. Let's go. 2 life gain, 4 damage. You have a 4th field wipe, my friend. Do I hear a 4th field wipe, ladies and gentlemen? Let's call 4th field wipe. Oh, 4th field wipe. There we have it. Gosh darn tootin'. This isn't bad. I will kick it. Kick it real good. Actually, decline I won't. Let's just get going. Get after it. Do I hear a 5th field wipe, ladies and gentlemen? 5th field wipe? Do I hear a 5th field wipe? No, but that's a freaking big hit, Randy. And it's got So, I literally think we're just drawing a card this turn. We will go to 4. So this goes to 7 and then 8. Good. It's another attacker. What do they draw? They've got 2 cards in hand. We're not in the clear by any means, but it's like, this could be good. I'm nervous! Oh, don't you dare. Both of them? Oh, Magma Opus. Okay, just a command. Killing the Intrepid, unpleasant. Maybe we should have pushed into it. Miria's Call, indestructible. And they hit. They'd have to double block, and we get them both. Which isn't, in all situations, the worst. We retain the land. Oh my lord! www.topdeck.exe has been, you know, run as an administrator for our opponent here. Look at these freaking potatoes! You've been growing these all year, bro? Woof! We like it. It's a good match of Magic. I had fun. 182 though, that is a serious beatdown. It's a good way to test your decks. And we, you know, this close. We are this close. So how do we get around that situation? Is it a little bit of protection? Maybe a little bit more interaction? Something? What do you guys think? What do you think? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Ooh. Bob Moblaw. Not a bad build. I do think that we could potentially isolate it from some of the removal. You know, maybe one Intrepid goes, maybe Join the Dance gets scrapped in general, and we add Guardian of Faith, right? Maybe it's as simple as a Timeo safekeeping on that Rabble Rousing, right? Because that's, as we've seen, the times we did lose, that was why, is because they could remove that rousing. And, you know, well, that's a lot of what our deck is based around, if we're being honest. So it does hurt. So it could also be a mix of the two, because obviously Guardian of Faith only is protecting our creatures, whether they be token or not, which is the cool part about it, as it's a token-based deck. But the safekeeping and then protect the Sunrise and the Rousing. So, you know, I think that there is room to improve the deck's consistency a little bit, and I love to walk you guys through this process at the end of all of our videos. Coming soon, we'll have pack openings also at the end of the video, which is going to be super exciting. Streets of New Capenna on its way, and then we have Boulder Gate Commander Legends on June 11th, which is fairly exciting. Looking at making some Commander content, so buckle up, ghouls and goblins. It's going to get real weird. As always, though, thank you all so much for taking the time to support the channel. I hope you have a magical day. Let's boost up that algorithm, show this video to as many people as we can. Like the video, comment, subscribe, and of course, any monetary support is greatly appreciated. We'll see you in the Discord. Have a magical day. Take care.